One of the nicest men in politics, James Brokenshire. For years, as a minister, he was a great prop to Theresa May when she was Prime Minister. Demoted by Boris Johnson, he was equally loyal to him. But more than anything else, he was a family man, devoted to his wife Cathy and 3 children, who announced he died in hospital yesterday, almost 4 years after being diagnosed with lung cancer.
I'm now focused on getting through this next phase, meeting this new challenge.
So typically brave and cheerful earlier this year when this non-smoker learned the terrible disease had returned. 3 Prime Ministers paid tribute to him. David Cameron said he was devastated to hear the heartbreaking news that James Brokenshire has died well before his time. Theresa May said he was an outstanding public servant, a talented minister and a loyal friend. Boris Johnson said James was the nicest, kindest and most unassuming of politicians, but also extraordinarily effective. And this from colleagues.
In all the jobs that he took, he wasn't really trying to shine a light on himself. He was trying to get the job done and serve the nation.
As well as being a very successful and effective politician, James was also really great fun. I'm not going to tell you about all the antics in our wine tasting club, for example.
I saw him just 3 weeks ago for dinner, and he was obviously very unwell, but he was in his usual great spirits. He was someone who loved to laugh. We were bopping around his kitchen to Nicki Minaj.
Brokenshire was in the cabinet during perhaps the most chaotic period in modern political history, when Theresa May was struggling to get Brexit done and to cling on to her job. I interviewed him at the height of the crisis when more than a third of Tory MPs voted for her to quit. He'd have none of it. It's not a great result, is it?
No, I think there is a clear majority that now allows the Prime Minister to move forward.
He loved baking and laughed when he was attacked on social media for having 4 ovens. And his devotion to his constituents was well beyond the norm, says Graham Brown, whose daughter Charlie was killed in a speedboat crash.
The compassion and support James gave the family saw us through our crisis. We just would never have got through the crisis without James's support.